coach Zach Taylor. His guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. Facing off with him, and his head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His side chosen to host our final Thanksgiving game this season.
Here's Derrick Henry getting him on the ground. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
180! Get hot! 180! Get hot!
Here's a give for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Get hot! 180! 180!
Going to the ground again on first. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end? Often the ones who make a postseason run.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
180! Get hot!
Lamar out of the pistol. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's Henry on the carry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35.
180! 180!
Running once more with Henry. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lamar off the play fake. Headed out right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Get hot, hot! You!
Now a run with Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. They'll get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! 180!
The design run, Jackson keeping it. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
180! Sit on! 180! Middle!
They run. Here's Henry. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
180!
Changing it up here. Jackson has his man. It's cut by Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up.
First down, here's Lamar. The left side caught by Andrews. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Going with King Henry here. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Lamar. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and just 2 to go.
Sit on! 180! Sit on!
They run it with King Henry. He's going to have this one down to the 28. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
180! 180!
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Jackson trying to get on 2nd down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He calls his own number again. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Now Jackson gets this to Bateman. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Dax Hill up for the stop. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Henry. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Hey, report!
Turning to Henry on third. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show...
DC ready? Gerard! Go.
The drive begins with Henry. 12 yards on that play, and a good call. That's in the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Look at that power, deep left side. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still 1st down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready. Set up. Ready. Finish it up. Hey, 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 go.
Lamar back to throw. And he's brought down at the line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Ready. Finish it up.
Trying down the middle of Henry. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And up to win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. They'll be in trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Bengals get to it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, kick defenders.
DC, ready? DC. Not. Ready. Finish it.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. On the move, headed right. It'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Sit on. 180. Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. Finding Flowers. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40. And that brings up 3rd down.
DC, right? 180. Sit on. 180. What is it?
Lamar now from the gun. That one finds his man, likely. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Forced that to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
Jackson now, third and long. Chased out to his right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He brings it in. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal.
Jackson looking to throw. And he's got it. It's in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Bengals take this one on the road. And I know we talked about this in meetings this week, Brock, but I want to bring it to the air now, too. How much is a chance to play on this day, on Thanksgiving, and then to win this game viewed and valued by the guys out there?
Yeah, I think they will say, maybe at the podium afterwards, hey, just any other game, and every win's a win in the NFL. But you know, kind of like primetime games, when the whole country's watching, when your family, your friends, your peers, everybody gets to take this in and celebrate a holiday, yeah, it's very special.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Baltimore.